Dear delegates, welcome to the team sports draw of the 31st FISU World University Games Chengdu 2021. We would like to thank all of you for your work and efforts to make this Chengdu 21 team sport tournament a success. We will have 79 teams that will be competing in the 6th tournament that will be organized in Chengdu. Thanks, of course, to our Chinese friends from the organizing committee that have been able, despite the challenge of the postponement linked to the pandemic, to offer to our university sports community a fantastic sports program and a top-notch infrastructure to host the 31st FISU Summer Games. I would like to welcome our representative of the FISU Technical Committee, Mr. Ohrman and Nikolaos Vasileiou. Thank you, our friends, to joining us today. And they will attend the draw. And of course, I would like to thank our staff and our technicians who have prepared this team sports draw. Thank you to all of you. Now I will inform you about the general principle of the draw. First of all, we will have 4 pools in basketball men and basketball women. Then we have 2 pools in volleyball men and volleyball women, as well as in water polo men. And we will have 1 pool in water polo women. The teams have been sorted according to the FISU and IF ranking. For the draw, we will first draw the pools A, B, C, D, or A and B. The draw of the countries will be based on the FISU ranking. Regarding the distribution of the continent, in all pools, when it's possible, we will try to avoid having countries from the same continent in the same pools. For the position in the pool, we will, after the draw, we'll draw the position within the pool. And now, let's start with the first draw. And we start with basketball women. For basketball women, we have got 15 entries. 4 from America, Argentina, Brazil, Mexico, USA. 3 from Asia, China, Japan, Chinese Taipei. And 8 from Europe, Croatia, Czech Republic, Finland, Hungary, Poland, Portugal, Romania, and Slovakia. And now we will start the first draw with Japan, USA, Chinese Taipei, and Portugal. We draw the pool. In Pool B, we'll play Portugal. Second, In Pool D, we'll play Japan. Third pool, Pool C, USA, and the last team of this pool, means Chinese Taipei, will play in the Pool A. Now we are going to the second draw. As I told you, we have 3 teams from Asia for this tournament. Therefore, for the next draw, we have Czech Republic, China, Finland, and Hungary. And we will draw China in the pools where we do not have any Asian team, mean Pool A, Pool B, and Pool C. Pool B and C. And China will play in Pool B. Now, then we can draw now freely Czech Republic, Finland, and Hungary in A, C, and D. In Pool C, we'll play Finland. Next pool. In Pool D, Czech Republic. And in Pool A, the remaining team, Hungary. Now we go to the third line, and we will draw Romania, Slovakia, Poland, and Argentina. As we have 4 teams from Americas, we will draw Argentina in the pool where we do not have any American team, means Pool A, B, and D. Argentina will play in Pool D. And now we can draw the 3 remaining European teams in A, B, and C. The pool. Pool A. Slovakia. Next pool. Pool B. Romania. And Pool C, obviously, the last team, Poland. Now we will draw the two American teams in the Pool A and B, where we have today no American teams in those pools. Then Mexico and Brazil will be drawn in Pool A and B. In Pool B, Mexico. And in Pool A, obviously, Brazil. And now we will place the last European team in the Pool D, where we have only one European team, means that Croatia will play in Pool D. Now we have to proceed to the seating of the teams in each and every pool. We start with the Pool A. We'll play in A1. Slovakia. We'll play in A2. Hungary. We'll play in A3. Chinese Taipei. And finally, we'll play in A4, the last team, Brazil. Now we go to the B pool, and we'll play in B1. Romania. We'll play in B2. China. We'll play in B3. Portugal. And finally, we'll play in B4, the last team, the one from Americas, Mexico. Now let's go for the seating on the Pool C, and we'll play in C1. Poland. We'll play in C2. USA. will play in C3 Finland. And now we go to the last pool, Pool D. We play in D1 Argentina will play in D2 Czech Republic. Will play in D3 Croatia. And the last team, Japan, will play in D4. That's conclude the draw for the basketball women. Now we will start the draw for the basketball men tournament. We have got 22 entries. 1 from Africa, South Africa, 4 from Americas, Argentina, Brazil, Mexico, USA, 5 from Asia, China, Japan, Korea, Mongolia, and Chinese Taipei, and 12 from Europe, Croatia, Czech Republic, Finland, Georgia, Germany, Israel, Lithuania, Poland, Portugal, Romania, Slovakia, and Ukraine. And now we will start the draw for the first line, and we will have Lithuania, USA, Germany, and Israel. We draw the pool. In Pool C, Israel. Next pool, in Pool D, Lithuania. Next pool, in Pool A, Germany, and in Pool B, USA. For the next line, as we have only 4 American teams, we will try to have 1 American teams in each pool. Therefore, we will draw Argentina in the pool where we do not have an American team, means Pool A, Pool C, and Pool D. Then we draw Argentina in Pool A, C, D. Argentina will play in Pool C. And now we will draw Finland, Ukraine, and Croatia in the A, B, and D pools. In Pool B, Croatia. Next pool. Pool D. Ukraine. Next pool, Pool A, Finland. And now we go to the third line. Again, we do have a team from Americas in this line. Is Mexico, and we will draw Mexico in the Pool A and D. In Pool D, we'll play Mexico. And now we will draw in A, B, C, the remaining teams. Czech Republic, Chinese Taipei, and China. The pool. Pool C. Czech Republic. Next pool. Pool B. Chinese Taipei. And the last pool will play China. Next line, we will first place the last American teams of the draw, means Brazil, in the pool where we have no American team, mean Pool A. Then Brazil is placed in Pool A. And now we will draw the two Asian teams, Japan and Korea, in the pools where we have no Asian teams, mean Pool C and Pool D. Then we draw Japan and Korea in Pool C and D. In Pool D, Japan. And in Pool C, of course, Korea. And in the Pool B will be the last team of this line, which is Romania, that will play in Pool B. For the next line, we have 4 teams from Europe that we can drive, what they can draw freely. Then we draw Poland, Portugal, Slovakia, and Georgia in A, B, C, D. First pool. Pool D will play Slovakia. Next pool. Pool C. Georgia. Next pool. In Pool B, Portugal. And the remaining team from this line, Poland will play in Pool A. Now we have 2 more teams, Mongolia and South Africa, that will draw freely in A, B, C, D. Then first the pool. In the Pool A, we'll play South Africa and Mongolia will play in Pool C. And that concludes the draw for basketball men. And now we will proceed to the seating of the teams inside the pools. Seating of the teams inside the pools. We'll play in A1 China. We'll play in A2 Poland. will play in A3. Germany will play in A4. South Africa will play in A5. Finland. And the last team of the pool, Brazil, will play in A6. Now we are going to the second pool, and we'll play in B1. Croatia will play in B2. Chinese Taipei will play in B3. Portugal will play in B4. Romania and we play in B5, the last team of the pool, USA. Now we're going to the pool C, and we'll play in C1. Georgia will play in C2. Korea will play in C3. Israel will play in C4. Argentina will play in C5. Mongolia and will play finally in C6. Czech Republic. And now we are going to the last pool, Pool D. We'll play in D1. Japan will play in D2. Ukraine will play in D3. Lithuania will play in D4. Mexico and the last team of the pool will play in D5. Slovakia that concludes the team draw for the basketball men. Now we start the draw for the volleyball women. We have got 11 entries, 3 from America, 5 from Asia, and 3 from Europe. We will have 2 pools, and then we will start now with the first line with Japan and Hungary. Pool A will play Hungary. And of course, in Pool B, we'll play Japan. For the continental distribution, we'll put Germany in the pool where we do not have any European team. Then Germany will play in Pool B and Brazil in Pool A. For the third line, we have Chinese Taipei and Argentina. We will put Chinese Taipei in Pool A, where we have no Asian team, and Argentina in Pool B, where we do not have any American team. For the next draw, we have China and Mexico. And we can draw freely China and Mexico, as we have 1 team from America and from Asia in each pool, and 1 team from Europe in each pool. China and Mexico, yes, first the pool. Pool B. Mexico. And of course then China will play in Pool A. For the next line we have Poland and Hong Kong. We have already 2 teams from Asia in Pool A. Therefore, we will place Hong Kong, China in Pool B, and Poland will go and will play in Pool A. And of course, remain 1 country from Asia. We have 2 countries from Asia in Pool A and B. Then we will draw in A and B for India. And India will play in Pool B. Now we will proceed to the draw of the sitting in each and every pool, starting with the Pool A, Hungary, Brazil, Chinese Taipei, China and Poland. will play in A1 Brazil. Will play in A2 Poland. Will play in A3 Hungary. Will play in A4 China. And will play in A5 Chinese Taipei. Now we will draw the seating for the Pool B, starting with Japan, Germany, Argentina, Mexico, Hong Kong, China, and India. And we'll play in Pool B1 Japan. We'll play in Pool B2 Argentina. We'll play in Pool B3 India. We'll play in Pool B4 Mexico. And we'll play in Pool B5 Hong Kong, China. And the last team of the pool, Germany, will play in Pool B6. That concludes the team draw for the volleyball women. And now we start the draw for the volleyball men. We have got 14 entries. From America, 4 teams, Argentina, Brazil, Mexico, USA. From Asia, 5 teams, China, India, Korea, Japan, Chinese Taipei. And from Europe, 5 teams, Cyprus, Czech Republic, Germany, Poland, and Portugal. We have 2 pools, and we will start with the 2 first teams, Poland and Japan, for the pool A and B. We draw the pool. Pool B. Japan. And Pool A, of course, the second team of the line, Poland. For the second line, we draw freely Portugal and Czech Republic. The pool. Pool A, Czech Republic. And Pool B, of course, will play Portugal. Now we will draw for the third line Brazil and Chinese Taipei. The pool first. In Pool B, Chinese Taipei. And Brazil will play in Pool A. Now we'll go to the next line. We will have Argentina and Korea. We have already two teams from Asia in Pool B. Then we will place Korea in Pool A. And Argentina will play in Pool B. And now we'll draw freely the two next teams, which are Mexico and USA in Pool E and A and B. The pool. In Pool A will play Mexico, and USA, of course, will play then in Pool B. Next line, we have China and Cyprus. As we have already two Asian teams in the Pool B, we will place China in the Pool A. And Cyprus will play in the Pool B. And then we go to the last two countries, Germany and India. We have no problem with the continental representation. We drew freely Germany and India in Pool A and B. In Pool B will play Germany, and then of course India will play in the Pool A. And now we proceed to the seating of the teams per pool. Starting with the group A, with Poland, Czech Republic, Brazil, Korea, Mexico, China, and India. We'll play in Pool A1 China, will play in pool A2 Korea. Will play in pool A3 Poland. Will play in pool A4 Mexico. Will play in pool A5 Brazil. And we play in pool A6 India. And finally, we'll play in pool A7 Czech Republic. Now we are going to the B pool with Japan, Portugal, Taipei, Argentina, USA, Cyprus, and Germany. And we'll play in pool B1 Chinese Taipei. We'll play in pool B2 Cyprus. We'll play in pool B3 USA. We'll play in pool B4 Argentina. We'll play in pool B5 Japan. We'll play in pool B6 Portugal. And we'll play in pool B7 Germany. And that concludes the draw for the volleyball men tournament. Now we start the draw for the water polo women. We have got 6 entries, 1 from Africa, South Africa, 1 from America, USA, 3 from Asia, China, Japan, Singapore, and 1 from Europe, Hungary. We'll have only 1 pool, then we will not make any draw for the pool, but we will make a draw for the sitting inside the pool. Then we start Hungary, Japan, USA, China, South Africa, and Singapore. We will draw who will play in A1. And in A1 we'll play China. In A2 we'll play Japan. In A3 we'll play South Africa. In A4 we'll play Singapore. In A5 we'll play USA. And in A6 we'll play Hungary. And that concludes the draw for the water polo women. Now we start the draw for the water polo men. We've got 11 entries, 1 from America, USA, 4 from Asia, China, Japan, Korea, and Singapore, and 6 from Europe, Georgia, Greece, Hungary, Israel, Italy, and Slovakia. We will have 2 pools, and we will start with Italy and Hungary in pool A and B. First the pool. Pool A. Hungary. And of course then Italy will play in the pool B. Next line we have Japan and USA. First the pool. In pool A we'll play Japan. And USA will play in the pool B. Now we go to the next line with Korea and Greece. We draw the pool. In pool A we'll play Korea. And Greece will play in pool B. Now we will place, for the next line, China in Pool B, where we have no Asian teams, and Slovakia in Pool A, where we have only one European team. And we go to the next line with Singapore and Georgia. Singapore will go to the Pool B. Then we have two Asian teams in each pool, and Georgia in the Pool A. And finally, we will place Israel in the Pool B to have three teams from Europe in each pool. And now we'll proceed to the seating of the pool, inside the pool, starting with Hungary, Japan, Korea, Slovakia, and Georgia. We'll play in Pool A1. Japan. We'll play in Pool A2. Slovakia. We'll play in Pool A3. Korea. We'll play in Pool A4. Hungary. Georgia in Pool A5. And now we're going to the Pool B, and we will draw Italy, USA, Greece, China, Singapore, and Israel. We'll play in Pool B1. China. We'll play in Pool B2. Italy. We'll play in Pool A3, B3. Israel. We'll play in Pool B4. Singapore. We'll play in Pool B5. Greece. And we'll play in Pool B6, the last team of the pool, USA. And that concludes the draw for the water polo men.
成都准备好了。
That concludes the team draw for the Chengdu 2021 FISU Games. See you in Chengdu.